already came across anti-defection law when we were discussing powers of Speaker of Lok Sabha or powers of Speaker of state legislative assemblies. We had discussed a point, or one of the powers of Speaker, that he can disqualify members for defection, for political defection. What is the meaning of defection or political defection? What is it? Sorry? What is a political defection? You see this every day, right, in Indian politics. Members who get elected from one political party keep moving to other political parties. For example, in the last elections in Telangana, TRS, Congress, all political parties contested in elections. Various candidates from different parties got elected. But once TRS came to power, lot of Congress MLAs defected to TRS. Right? We had also seen it in Maharashtra. We had seen it in Karnataka. We have seen political parties taking all their members and going to farmhouses or guest houses in order to protect their members so that they don't defect to other political parties. Right? Now, why do members who get elected from one party defect to other parties? What may be the reasons? Why do they do it?
The ruling party has more powers.
Okay. Ruling party has more powers. Sometimes defections may be genuine. Sometimes members may genuinely feel that they no longer can associate with the political ideology of one party, so they want to move to other parties. Right? These are genuine defections. But you also have defections which are in the nature of quid pro quo considerations. I will give you 100 crore rupees if you come to my party. Right? Or I will give you minister position if you come to my party. Or I will make you chief minister, or you will be the chief minister candidate if you defect to our party. Right? These are quid pro quo considerations, which is what you see a lot in Indian politics. Rather than genuine defections, rather than members genuinely feeling that they have changed their political ideology, most often what you see in India or Indian politics is that there is some quid pro quo involved when members move from one political party to another political party. And one of the important features of Indian politics is that when people vote in this country, they vote for a political party. They don't vote for a member, or they don't vote for a candidate, they vote for a political party. This is one of the main reasons or considerations for enacting this anti-defection law. When you get elected from one political party, people voted for you because you belong to that political party. Now, once you get elected from that party, after elections, you cannot say that I will move to another political party. Why? Because people have voted for you in the first place because you belong to one political party. Right? So, this is also one of the reasons why anti-defection law was enacted in this country. Through 91st Constitutional Amendment Act, a new schedule was added to the Constitution, that is your 10th schedule. And it is this 10th schedule which consists of provisions related to anti-defection. Is it clear so far? So anti-defection law, you can say that it gives primacy to political parties over candidates or individuals. It gives more importance to political parties than individual members of the party. Okay, so what is the need for enacting anti-defection law? The first reason which was given was to prevent any sort of political defections on quid pro quo basis. That is, you want to prevent horse trading. What is the meaning of horse trading? You keep hearing this word in news as well. Horse trading of MLAs, MPs.
Very quick shift from one party.
Quick shift, okay.
Radical changes in parties, like shifting very quick.
Okay. You can think of it like a marketplace. If you want to buy cows, where will you go? You will go to a market. There will be people who are selling the cows and there will be people who are buying the cows. Right? They'll go to people, they'll negotiate how much they want to give for one cow and they want to buy it. MLAs and MPs have become like that. Whichever party gives us more money or whichever party promises us minister berths, will go to that party. Right? Simple quid pro quo. No political ideology involved. Right? So they wanted to prevent this political defections. Why? Because they are immoral in nature. You are basically betraying those people who have voted for you, who have believed in you, who have voted for you because you belong to one political party. So you are betraying the constituency. Right? So they wanted to prevent these sort of political defections. Defections of members simply for some minister berth or for money or for some government contract. Second reason was to maintain party discipline. What is the meaning of party discipline?
Following the ideology of the party.
Okay, not just ideology, any orders and directions from the party the members must follow. If there is no anti-defection law, then the members may not follow the orders or directions of a political party. For example, there is some important bill which is introduced in parliament, right? And voting may happen on that bill. You are in the opposition and your party has told you that you have to vote against that bill, right? But you take money from the ruling party and you vote for the bill, right? So you are disobeying the directions of your own political party for some monetary consideration, right? Again, they wanted to prevent this sort of indiscipline among members of political parties. Okay. Next is to maintain stability of governments. Next reason for enacting anti-defection law is to maintain stability of governments. How would the stability of governments get affected with defections? Think of Maharashtra. Sorry?
Follow the ruling party like
Yes. So what would happen? You are the ruling party and suddenly 20-30 members from your party left your party and joined another party, which happened in the case of Karnataka. Right? Earlier DMK and Congress were together ruling Karnataka and some members belonging to this coalition went and joined BJP. Right? So there was a fall of DMK Congress government, sorry, not DMK. What is that party of Kumaraswamy? Okay, some political party of Kumaraswamy and Congress was ruling Karnataka, members went and joined BJP. So now BJP has come to power and there was a fall of earlier government, right? So if there is free defections in the country, there is no guarantee that one government which gets elected will continue for the next 5 years, right? So at least you should be able to prevent defections to some extent so that there is some stability. When a government is formed, there is some guarantee to the constituencies or some guarantee to the people of that state that the government is going to continue for the next 5 years, the government that they have elected. Okay, so this is another reason for having anti-defection law, to maintain stability of governments. If governments keep falling, it would also impact the governance of the concerned state or country. Right? If there is no stability, governments keep on changing, it will be like Afghanistan or Pakistan, where there is complete lack of governance. Okay. Next is provisions related to anti-defection law. What does it actually say? What does anti-defection law say? says that a member belonging to one political party, a member of state legislative assembly or Lok Sabha, parliament or state legislatures, a member belonging to one political party in these institutions, if he migrates or defects to another political party, then the speaker or the chairman or the presiding officer can disqualify that member. Okay, you belong to Congress, you got elected from Congress, you got elected to Telangana State Legislative Assembly, and you have after elections defected to TRS. Then the speaker of Telangana State Legislative Assembly can disqualify you. What happens when you get disqualified? It means you are no longer the member of State Legislative Assembly. It means you are no longer an MP, you are no longer an MLA or an MLC. Right? So it is not just confined to legislative assemblies. Within state legislature, whether you are an MLC or an MLA, within parliament, whether you are a member of Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha, if you are a member of these institutions, if you get elected from one political party and after elections if you move to another political party, then in case of MLAs, the speaker, in case of MLCs, the chairman, in case of members of Rajya Sabha, it is the chairman, in case of members of Lok Sabha, it is the speaker. These people can disqualify such members who move from one political party to another political party after elections. Okay, so this anti-defection law is not concerned with what happens before elections. It is not concerned with members who move from one political party to another political party but are not members of state legislature or parliament.
Ma'am, if any independently elected candidates also should...
We'll come to that. Okay. So let us say I am a member of Congress, right? But I did not contest in elections. So if I move today from Congress to TRS, there are no consequences for me. But if I am from Congress and I get elected from Congress and I become an MLA and tomorrow I move to TRS, then I will be disqualified. So this is only, this anti-defection law is only regarding members who get elected to state legislature or parliament. It is not regarding members who don't contest in elections. Are you able to follow? Okay, and the disqualification is done by the concerned presiding officer, whether it is chairman or speaker. If you are a member of Rajya Sabha and if you defect to another party, then the chairman of Rajya Sabha can disqualify you. If you are a member of Lok Sabha and if you defect to another party, then the speaker of Lok Sabha will disqualify you. Right? So presiding officers have been given the power to disqualify members for defection under 10th schedule. Okay, so we have discussed two things. First is, who is the authority for disqualification? It is the presiding officers, that is chairman or speaker is the authority for disqualifying members for defection. Okay. Now what is the procedure for disqualification? You became an MLA, you defected to another party. Now how does this procedure for disqualification actually start? It starts when any member of the house, makes a complaint to the concerned presiding officer. Okay, so a complaint is mandatory. Without a complaint, anti-defection provisions cannot be initiated. Okay, so any member of the house, if for example defection has happened in Telangana State Legislature and that member belongs to Telangana State Legislative Assembly, then any other member belonging to Telangana State Legislative Assembly must give a complaint to the speaker that this person has defected from one party to another party, so you have to disqualify him. Okay, and that complaint has to be given by the member of the house, not you and me. We cannot go and give complaint. Okay, the member of the house itself, any member of the house, whether it is from ruling party or opposition parties, same party or different party, any member of the house can go and give complaint to the speaker. Only then anti-defection provisions will be or can be initiated. Is it clear? Right? Now once a complaint is given to the speaker or the chairman, anti-defection law does not contain any time limits within which the speaker has to take any decision. Okay, so there are no time limits. So speaker can, or it is possible for the speaker or the chairman to keep the complaint pending for any amount of time. And this is what you often see in our own state of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, or even at the national level. What you see is presiding officers not acting on complaints and keeping the complaint pending for, let us say, 18 months or 2 years or 2.5 years. Okay. Now once the speaker receives the complaint, he can either keep it pending or he can say that the member is disqualified. So once speaker gives a decision that the member is disqualified, then that person will no longer be member of the house, whether it is Legislative Assembly or Legislative Council, Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. You will stop, or you will not be the member of the house anymore. That is the consequence of anti-defection law. Understood so far? Yes. Now we have said that when members defect from one political party to another political party, then they can be disqualified by the presiding officers, right? Now, when exactly do you say that a member has defected? When exactly do you say that member has defected from one political party to another political party? What is the definition of defection under anti-defection law? Okay, there are certain grounds mentioned to decide whether a member has defected from one party to another party or not. How many of you follow Telangana politics? None of you? You have seen or you have followed the recent elections, recent by-elections, right? I think it's Komat Reddy, Venkat Reddy who contested? Okay. Now it is very clear that Komat Reddy, Venkat Reddy, he has given up the membership of Congress party and has taken the membership of BJP, right? So the defection is very clear there. Now what about his brother? His brother is still in Congress, right? But he is not cooperating with Congress. So it is not quite apparent. Defections are not always quite apparent. You can continue to be a member of a political party but still act against the interests of political party. Right? So in order to deal with such problems, there are clear grounds mentioned under anti-defection law to decide whether a member has defected or not. Okay, the first ground is voluntary If a member has voluntarily given up membership of a political party, that can be considered as defection. For example, Komat Reddy, Venkat Reddy, he belonged to Congress. He was an MLA, right? Later he had given up membership of Congress. If he had continued to be an MLA, or if he had moved to, let us say, TRS or BJP while being an MLA, that can be considered as defection, right? But what had he done? He had given up membership of the party and he had also resigned to his position as an MLA. So there was no defection. Are you able to follow? If he had continued to be an MLA and moved to moved to TRS or BJP while being an MLA, that is defection. But he had resigned. So if you get elected from one political party and after getting elected you have given up the membership of the party from which you got elected and moved to another party, while being an MLA, that can be considered as defection. Is it clear? The second ground is disobeying directions of a political party. You get elected from, let's say, Congress, you become an MLA, but after becoming an MLA from Congress, you stop obeying the directions of Congress party. Even in that case, even though you have not given up your membership, you are still disobeying the directions of the political party, and it can be considered as defection. Even if you have not moved to another party, if you get elected from one political party, you have to obey the directions of that party. If you don't obey directions, then that can still be considered as defection. Example is his brother got elected from Congress party, has not given up membership of Congress party, but is not listening to the party. Even that can be considered as defection. You don't have to move to another party also. If you simply don't obey the directions of political party, it can be considered as defection. Okay. Third is if an independent member joins any party. You got elected as an independent member. After getting elected, you cannot join any political party. Okay. Fourth ground is if a nominated member joins any political party after 6 months. So you can join a political party before 6 months, but after 6 months nominated members cannot join any political party. There are also certain exceptions under anti-defection law. First exception to all these provisions or application of all these provisions is when 2/3 members merge with another political party. When 2/3 members of one political party, let's say 2/3 MLAs of one political party, if they go and merge their party with another political party, then that will not be considered as defection. Think of Chiranjeevi. He started one political party, he contested in elections, he had some 18 MLAs or 20 MLAs. What did he do? He went and merged his political party with Congress party. Right? So such mergers will not be considered as defection. And when do you call it a merger? When at least 2/3 elected members of your party go and join another party, that will be called as a merger. If it is less than 2/3, it will not be called as a merger. At least 2/3 members who get elected from your party, at least 2/3 legislators must go and join another political party, that will be considered as merger. So mergers are an exception to anti-defection law. Anti-defection law provisions will not be applicable to mergers. Second is when speaker or a presiding officer gives up membership of a party after getting elected as the presiding officer.